means I need to get busy. And what I have here are a few printouts. They were supposed to be this color, but when I went back through, and these are from a few years ago. They were supposed to be like this front and back, but the printer was running out of ink and it spit out a bunch of purple ones. Okay, no big deal. I'm going to see if I can't do something with these to go with this lavender journal. And I'm going to start by gluing these things right here together or onto something else. You know, I'm going to have to refold them and all that good stuff and get them mounted on something. Now, this one is actually its own, so it could probably be the center, it could be the outside, but we're going to keep it for whatever, you know what I mean? So, I'm going to get this going, and this is just going to be stapled together. As far as any kind of a cover for it yet, I haven't run across anything other than things that are already right here. So, I'm going to put it aside for now. Put this up here. If I can. Nothing wants to cooperate. Okay. I got some tags. I have the goodies that came with the lavender set and a few envelopes. So what I'm going to do is get busy on some ephemera things. And honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself a challenge to do all 4 of these pages. Either today and tomorrow, probably. Or tonight. I don't know. Like I said, I do need to get my mind off of. And then we have the bicycle. We have this. I want to keep for, and there's a couple more. These 2, I think it is, for pages in the journal itself. These I'll use to make the ephemera background, whatever. And then I have these to pick from. That'll probably be the odd pages. You know, I think what's going to be is going to see the bicycle. When you flip it over, you'll probably see one of these on the back of the bicycle. And then one of these is the main page. Flip that, then, you know, butterfly. And that's just right off the top of my head. You know, I think is how I'm going to try to set this up. And then we'll do this one, and then that one. Butterflies between. So first page, back of the first page, second page, something that looks good. That looks good actually with that. And this one, something that looks good. That actually looks good with that. Let's see what else we have. Some with some more blue in it. That one. Maybe. Alright, and then we'll need a back page. Good enough, right? Okay. So that was easy enough, huh? Alright, so we have our pages kind of set up. It's not a very big journal. Doesn't have to be. We've done plenty of huge ones. You know, time for maybe a little bit smaller one here. Alright, so I do need a cover, a spine, and a back. Now, I'm going to set these aside. Concentrate on cover and spine. Let's see. I'm thinking this lovely lavender right here would make a fantastic front cover. You know, I don't know. Or there maybe the dark one. The dark one. So dark page, open it up. Or light page and open it up. Or this page. I'm going to have to make a couple pages out of these too. Alright, so we'll add these in here. Pages, regular pages. This is another one. I have 2 plain ones, 1 fancy. This very well may be the front of this journal. I'm thinking, yeah. With this as the inside, because this is just plain paper, it will need something to firm it up. All right, more pages coming to go with the pages that we have. We have our stash of what we can work with. And then let me have these. Let's get this out of the way. Find a spot for this right quick. All right, so let me get these two things mounted. Well, you know what? Let me get the pages cut out of here first. That'd be the easiest thing to do. Let me put this up out of the way. All right, so our little papers. And then these. I think I want the light section for sure as a page down around here. Let's see. We could do one here, one either there or there. Now, see, when I start with papers that are like that, where it's here or there, I get my main piece first, and then before I cut my second piece, I think about the scraps that I want left over. It's easier to build off of big pieces, but if it's for the sake of the pattern, if it's you know, just not, it's like taking it out of here, and then you see how you have the light and the dark. All right, well, decided you're going to take it down from out of here, then you have the flow from one to the other, just considering the pattern of something. So right now, I'm considering right here is going to be this first page out of this mess. I'm going to just simply cut it, trim it to size. Let's see. Down here, right there, right there. Get the tape off of my ruler. And I'm going to try my best to start cutting this right at that line where this starts. Right about here. And then I'm going to have to stand up for this one. Get it measured as well as I can. And hope for the best, right? No. Voila. Okay, good. So, I don't remember what that was, the last page. We have this page. This could be the back. I need another one. Let me just use this one. Let's see. See, if I do my scraps, and I'll have a long stripe there. If I take it from over here, I'll have two pieces, roughly the same size. Long stripe or light and dark. I think I'll go with the light and dark, just to be goofy. And thank goodness they line up down here. Makes it easier on me. There's one. Actually, that's two. May go in the scrap pile now, or what we can work with pile. And then this goes along here. All right. And another couple pages, top page, back page. So now we open. Let's take a run through our book right quick while we're doing this. All right, move this out of the way, move this out of the way. Alright, so we have our cover. First thing we're going to see is the bite. We're going to open to what? This will be the back. This will be the next page. Then we'll open, flip this over. You know what? Let's mix it up right here. I don't know if I want that, but this can definitely go there. Alright, and then we'll flip this page. That's fine that way. Flip this page. And you know what? I hear chickens outside fussing about something. We'll do these two like that so they're open to both those patterns. Flip that page. And then we'll have the last one and then the back of the book. Or that back of the book one might be the actual cover. But there's our little book in order, ready to go. I gotta go see what chickens are doing. See you back in a minute. The baby chicks are getting used to being outside. Anyway, they're fixing to get their first rainstorm. Alright, so we're gonna do a cover. I'm gonna go, let's see. This is gonna be the cover. And I don't think I'm going to get lucky enough to be able just to fold this, you know what I mean? It'd be nice, but I can do it with that. I'm just going to have to do two pieces with the this. I can do one, maybe one piece with the other one. Let's see what we can do here. We'll have to cut it longwise. Let me get these out of the way. Get this lined up. Ready to go. Grab one of these. Now my cover, I want it to be a little bit bigger than my book. So we'll figure it in long way. This, you know, height wise. Like I said, I might get lucky enough for... doesn't look like it's going to happen. There's not enough room for the spine, so I'm going to have to go ahead and do two separate pieces. I can get them both out of this one sheet right here, hopefully. Oh, and then I forgot to do it taller than what I actually want my book. And we can always trim it down, right? There's a 1/4, 1/2. We'll leave a 1/4 at the front, top, and the bottom. Alright. I wish me luck cutting this, y'all, because this is kind of weird. Let's see. We got it. Yay. Alright. Then we have a piece. I want this one as the front. And then there's our daily thunderstorm. Yay. And no, I'm not going to go running out there. I say this, I'm not going to go running out there to check on chickens every 2 minutes. They're going to have to learn how to do it themselves. Alright, so about a 1/4 on this side. I need a 1/4 over here. And then there's my hubby. Alright, so there's that. Front cover. Alright, and we have the inside of the back cover, and then we have what we will call the back cover itself. So we need to cut one for the inside of the front cover, and then one for the outside of the back cover. And these need to be the same size when you trim them. Just line your ruler up with the papers. Like that. Oh, and go crooked on your cut. That's okay, we can work that out. This paper, we'll just have to put it up here. I was listening to the saw. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Somebody building a a deck with a you know, a closed-in porch type thing. Anyway, all right, we can save this for the spine. Now we have our cover. We have pieces for the spine, and we have. I have to get another one of these. I done lost the. What did I do with that? There should be a purpley right here. This should do for the back cover inside. And we're going to make the back cover outside right here. Right here. Line it up. See if we can cut it straight this time. Yay. This can go in our what we can use pile. Alright, this needs to be cut this way. And there's the outside of the back. The inside of the back. Let's see. I just had, okay, look, I put the wrong piece up there. Spine section, the outside of the front, the inside of the front. Now, yes, I'm aware that that's a different size, but this is the only size, only two pieces of this purple that I have, so we're going to work with what we got. And that's going to put our book, it's laying open, these pieces. Okay, it will be like that. You'll have the purple on the inside of this one, and then you'll have the beige on the inside of this one over here. Sure. I just have a couple pieces of paper. And then we have our spine, which could be either purple or tan at this point. I think we'll try the purple down here first. I'm going to leave a little bit to top and bottom. And grab this. We're going to go about a quarter taller. Voila. Leaves this and this to work with. Next thing we're going to do, or I'm going to do, is get these things glued together. And by that, I mean the tops and bottoms. Now, see, at this point, you can make the whole thing tan, okay? Or you can make the whole thing purple. I'm going to do purple. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I'd like for the cover to be purple. You know, when you open the cover, voila. But if it's tan and you open it, you'll have these two purples together. Or do you want tan together? All right, tan it is. Open it up. Have the purple on the inside. All right. Then we'll have our book. There will be a spine, and then there will be a back of the book. All right. Is that good? We're going with a tan for now, and we're going to jazz it up to something else. Okay. I'm going to get all this glued together. And I think I want it like that. I don't know. See, right now I can cut a little bit off this purple and center it completely in there. Same thing with this. I think, however, I'm going to keep these two together just like they are. Make sure you get the corners and the edges. Now, if you'll notice, I left room right here. That's in case I decide I want to put let's see, a tie, so our front would be, like that. And through here is where we can put a tie or whatever, you know, a little bit of lace or something. Get this glued. Set aside. Let me get this one done. I'm just going to apply the glue to what will be the spine here. And center it in the paper. It's just something tells me I might end up folding that paper over. I don't know. It might even be folding this whole thing in half. I'm not sure yet. And then we have this one. Leave the strap, leave it, make it, I'm going to make it, I think I'm going to make it square. Let's see how wide I really are. 5.5. 5.5. 5.5 is 11, right? Alright, now this is square. The center it. Put this in the scraps. I'm actually going to do some corners on here first. I'm going to do the little ones I like the most right here. I'm not going to do any, well, you know what, let me see. I don't know what colors I have. I have dark gray up here, maybe. And a blue. No purple yet. Alright, just jazzed up a smidge. Let's see. Let's put the light at the top, I guess. Alright. Yeah. Again, I'm going to glue everything but that little section right through here. Just in case the tie part, it'll have to come through the inside, you know, underneath the inside of the cover here. And that's about as straight as I'm going to get it today because, y'all, it has been just, ugh. Alright. So there we have that. Outside cover, spine, back. This is the inside of the book. Here is our book. And we are free to go. As far as making these into signatures, I'm not quite sure. Let me see. I would have page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pages at the most. I don't know if I'm gonna, I doubt I'll add anything else to these. That could be a great accordion fold type spine. So that'll probably be what we go with, because that way we can keep our papers in their full entirety. We don't have to worry about, you know, things And we can make them pockets because we're going to be doing front and back things too. So the accordion fold would be perfect. I think that's what we'll do when I come back. Put this here so I don't forget that there. And then we'll get to doing our book. I know I see a little piece right here, but you know what? I think what's going to happen, this is the front. As it gets decorated, and I'm going to probably use this particular edge throughout the book. Or I mean, you know, shape. Just because I think it's my favorite. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the back one too. And be done with it. Alright, so spine, book, some goodies. Okay, I shall see you for part 2.